about it, and he said, buy it. So, okay. So I go over to Anderson's, tell them who I am, and so on and so on.
And it was Hans?
Pardon?
What were their names?
August and Anna.
August and Anna, yeah.
August and Anna, and this was something else. I thought, wow. She said, well, you know, you're not going to get it because there's two others ahead of you. And I said, oh. I said, well, who's that? Well, the first one is Bill Baugh. That's our nephew.
Oh.
Okay. So, that's fine. Well, who's the next one? Leiden Sletto. So I thought, oh, that deal is done. So I was sitting in my office one day at LA Tech. Bill Baugh comes in and he said, well, he said, you moved up the list. He said, I'm not buying the farm. I said, why? I got in a fight with Anna. You don't want to get in a fight with Anna.
They had accents, did they? Scandinavian?
Not well, she was Finnish.
Okay.
August had more of an accent. He was a Swede. But she was, that was sort of a
Yeah.
straight talk. And so then,
Oh. What did they get in a fight about?
oh, she's in a fight with everybody all the time.
She was?
Oh, she was a witch.
Oh.
She was one tough cookie. One really big time tough cookie.
I didn't know he
See,
was going to buy that.
She's related, she was an Essela. She was related to like Kenny Essela and Charles Essela, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So that would be their aunt. Well, one day I was over there at Lake Mary at the farm place, and here comes this guy and introduced himself. He said, my name is Leiden Sletto. I'd heard of Slettos, but I didn't
Yeah,
know.
right.
Oh, I said, you're buying the Anderson farm. He said, no. He said, not going to get it. I said, what's the deal? He said, I can't raise the money. And I said, well, what about your mom and dad? Because I knew of them. I didn't
Yeah.
know them. I just knew of them. And they were prominent people. They were
Yeah.
wealthy people, but they watched their money well. And
Yeah.
I mean, they had a good reputation. He said, they won't loan me the money. Well, I said, well, I can't loan you the money, you know.
Yeah, I want the
And
farm.
so on and so on. And so he was nice, but he really felt horribly bad. He was just, it was tough for him to do. So then I go over to see August and Anna, introduce myself again. I get the second version, the same sermonette, and they still hadn't decided if when they're gonna move to town. They're gonna move, but they didn't know when. Blah blah blah. Okay. So, well, what do you want me to do? Want me to check back in a month or something? Yeah, check back. So I checked back. Something like that. And I got the same sermonette. They still weren't ready. Something like that. Anyway, so then one Friday afternoon, I left the office and I said, you know what? I'm going to the Andersons, and either I'm going to buy it or I'm not going to buy it. I'm just done waiting, and so on and so on.
You texted Lou.
I texted Lou. So I go home and change clothes, drive over there. I didn't tell her. I just drove over there and sat down at the same dining room table. During all of these visits, August, I don't know if he said anything. She did all the talking. If he said anything, I can't remember. I can distinctly remember him not saying anything. So, the sermonette was, you had to be Lutheran, number one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was number one. I got that same message every time. And number two, you could not drink alcohol. So, I got the Lutheran thing. I said, well, I'm Lutheran, but I got to tell you that I drink beer. August spoke up and he said, "Yeah, but you're German and you know how to handle it." That made the deal.
Is that so funny?
So, this is a Friday. Bank's open on Friday night. I said, let's go into the bank. Okay. So we go into Bob Lanner's and they wanted $64,000. And I said, Bob, I said, I need $50,000. And they were there, and he knew they had the farm for sale
Yeah.
and so on and so on. So he said, can you come in tomorrow morning? I said, yep. Come in. Gave me $50,000. And I gave them $50,000, and then I owed them 14 when we closed the deal, and so on. And had a deal.
Oh my goodness. So why did you do it that way? Why didn't you borrow 64,000?
I did. I did end up borrowing 64.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
And then how long?
But by that time had some equity built up, you know,
Oh,
a few
yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a lot, but I
That's
still
so crazy.
drove old cars.
Well, I know. And they left their